Hey everyone, Chipasa007 here with an update on my vinyl collection. So for the last few months I've got some more vinyl. I got some more albums, 12-inch singles, and 45 RPM records, and also an update on my recording. So yesterday I just got the iPhone 8, so I'm going to be recording with that from now on. But before I was using the iPhone 4S, and yeah, it's kind of gone down the road from here. But anyway, let's get on with the update. We'll start with the 12-inch singles right here. There's only two of them. This one is Heart of Glass by Blondie, which is probably one of my favorites by the group. And then What's on Your Mind by Information Society. Then let's start with the albums. Right here we have Eye in the Sky by the Alan Parsons Project, released in 1982. Featured on this one is the instrumental intro called Sirius, Eye in the Sky, Children of the Moon, Gemini, Silence and I on side 1, and then You're Gonna Get Your Fingers Burned, Psychobabble, Mama Gamma, Step by Step, and Old and Wise on side B. Next album, Shake It Up by the Cars, released in 1981. Featured off this one, I'm Not the One, Since You're Gone, Shake It Up, and Cruiser. Night and Day by Joe Jackson, released in 1982. My favorite off this one is Steppin' Out. Step by Step by Eddie Rabbitt. Featured off this one is the single Step by Step. Zap self-titled album contains the hit single More Bounce to the Ounce. The Best of Dave Dudley. My favorite off this one is 6 Days on the Road and I'm Gonna Make It Home Tonight. '30th Anniversary of License to Ill by Beastie Boys, originally released in 1986. My favorites off this one were No Sleep Till Brooklyn and Let Slow and Low. And see, on this side is the tail end of the plane. Turn it on, and its nose end is crashed down. Greatest hits of the Eagles. Featured off this one is Take It Easy, Witchy Woman, Lion Eyes, Desperado, Tequila Sunrise, many others. Doggy Style by Snoop Doggy Dogg, released in 1993. Featured off this one is Gin and Juice, Lottie Dottie, Who Am I, What's My Name, Ain't No Fun, G's and Hustlers, so forth. The one I got on my birthday this year, this one is Discovery by Daft Punk, released in 2001. Featured off this one is One More Time, Aerodynamic, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, Night Vision, High Life, Something About Us. To the inside of it looks like. Strictly for My Niggas by Tupac, released in 1993. Off this one was Holla If You Hear Me. Holla If You Hear Me. Keep Your Head Up. I Get Around. Many others. Nevermind by Nirvana, released in 1991. My favorites off this one were Smells Like Teen Spirit, In Bloom, Come As You Are, Breed, and pretty much everything else. Moving Pictures by Rush, released in 1981. Featured on this one is Tom Sawyer, YYZ, Limelight, Camera Eye, and so on. Mouth to Mouth by Lips Inc. This one is Funky Town. Quarterflash's self-titled album. Featured on this one is Harden My Heart. Self-Control by Laura Branigan. There's another one right here. This one is also by Daft Punk, Random Access Memories, released in 2013. Featured on this one, Give Life Back to Music, Game of Love. A couple of my favorites right here: Instant Crush, Lose Yourself to Dance, and Get Lucky. Moving in stereo, The Best of the Cars. Favorites off this one are Just What I Needed, Since You're Gone, You Might Think, Shake It Up, Heartbeat City, Touch and Go, Drive, Tonight She Comes. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers' Greatest Hits. Favorites off this one are American Girl, Listen to Her Heart, Refugee, Don't Do Me Like That, I Won't Back Down, Running Down a Dream, Free Falling, Into the Great Wide Open, and Mary Jane's Last Dance. Agent Provocateur by Foreigner, released in 1984. Hit single of this one was I Want to Know What Love Is. Soundtrack for the James Bond film Live and Let Die. Title song was done by Paul McCartney in Wings. Cruising by the Village People. Hit single off this one was YMCA. Van Halen's self-titled album, released in 1978, featuring lead singer David Lee Roth. Featured on this one is You Really Got Me and Running with the Devil were a couple of my favorites. Ain't Talking About Love and Atomic Punk, many others. Hydra by Toto, released in 1979. My favorite off this one is 99. Toto 4, released in 1982. Featured on this one were Rosanna and, of course, Africa. I Won't Hold You Back also was another favorite. Daryl Hall and John Oates, also known as Hall & Oates, Along the Red Ledge. Best of BTO, aka Bachman Turner Overdrive, Roll On Down the Highway, Taking Care of Business, and Let It Ride were my favorites on this one. "1984" by Van Halen, released that same year. Favorites on this one were Jump and Panama, and those are a couple of my favorite, the only ones I can think of. Vacation by the Go-Go's, released in 1982. Favorite off this one is Vacation itself. Ghost in the Machine by The Police. Synchronicity by The Police. Featured is Every Breath You Take, Wrapped Around Your Finger, King of Pain, Synchronicity 1 and 2. Tonight I'm Yours by Rod Stewart, released in 1981. Favorite off this one is Young Turks. Breaking Away by Al Jarreau, released in 1981. Favorite off this one is We're in This Love Together. Al Stewart's You're the Cat. Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits, released in 1985. Favorites off this one are Money for Nothing and Walk of Life. And Your Latest Trick. Cargo by Men at Work. Arena by Duran Duran. Favorite of this one is Hungry Like the Wolf. Ole ELO by Electric Light Orchestra, also known as ELO. Featured is 1053 Overture, Roll Over Beethoven, Showdown, Mama Bell, Can't Get It Out of My Head, Boy Blue, Evil Woman, and Strange Magic. The soundtrack for Cocktail, released in 1988. Featured on this one is Starship, Beach Boys, Bobby McFerrin. Favorites on this one are Kokomo by the Beach Boys, Don't Worry Be Happy by Bobby McFerrin, The Hippie Hippie Shake by the Georgia Satellites, and Tutti Frutti by Little Richard. True Colors by Cyndi Lauper, which of course features True Colors. Toto self-titled album. Favorite of this one is Hold the Line and Georgie Porgy. Parallel Lines by Blondie. Featured off this one was Heart of Glass. She's So Unusual by Cyndi Lauper, released in 1983. Featured on this one were Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Time After Time, and All Through the Night. Autobahn by Kraftwerk. Airborne by Mike Oldfield. The Top Gun soundtrack, released in 1986. Featured on this one is Danger Zone, many others. Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins and Playing with the Boys. Mighty Wings by Cheap Trick. The Top Gun anthem done by Harold Faltermeyer and Steve Stevens. The Love Theme, Take My Breath Away by Berlin. And Lead Me On by Tina Marie. Heaven in Your Eyes by Loverboy. Destination Unknown by Marietta. Through the Fire by Larry Green. Eliminator by ZZ Top, released in 1983. Featured is Give Me All Your Lovin', Got Me Under Pressure, Sharp Dressed Man, Need You Tonight, I Got the Six, Legs, many others. The Edge of Aquarius by The Fifth Dimension. Aquarius, Let the Sunshine In. Horizon by Eddie Rabbitt. Favorites off this one were I Love a Rainy Night and Driving My Life Away. Standing Hampton by Sammy Hagar. Featured off this one is There's Only One Way to Rock. This was during Sammy Hagar's solo career before he became lead singer of Van Halen. Surfer Rosa by the Pixies, released in 1988. Featured off this one is Where Is My Mind, which was featured in the end credits for the movie Fight Club. Commodores, self-titled, I think. Featured is Squeeze the Fruit, Won't You Come Dance With Me, Brick House, Funky Situation, and Easy. 9 to 5 and Odd Jobs by Dolly Parton. 9 to 5 is, of course, featured. Candy-O by the Cars. Featured out this one is Let's Go, It's All I Can Do, Double Life, Night Spots, and Candy-O, Dangerous Type. The soundtrack for Flashdance, featured out this one is Flashdance What a Feeling by Irene Cara and Maniac by Michael Cimbello. Or a couple of favorites on this one. Decade of Hits by the Charlie Daniels Band. Favorite on this one is The Devil Went Down to Georgia. In Color by Cheap Trick. Golden Biscuits by Three Dog Night. Featured on this one was One. Ted Nugent's self-titled album. Let's Get Small by Steve Martin. America's Greatest Hits. Favorite of this one is A Horse with No Name. Friend or Foe by Adam Ant. Cher, I'm not sure what album this was, but featured was Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves. He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother, also. Demon Days by the Gorillaz, released in 2005. Favorite of this one was Feel Good Inc. Heartbeat City by the Cars, released in 1984. Favorites on this one were Hello Again, Heartbeat City, Drive, You Might Think, Why Can't I Have You, As Far As I Am by Red Rider. Another stack right here we'll bring over. This one is Homework by Daft Punk, released in 1997. This was their first album release. Featured on this one is Daft and Direct, WDPK 83.7 FM, Revolution 909, single Da Funk, Fresh, Phoenix, Fresh, Around the World was one of my favorites, Rollin' and Scratchin', Teachers, High Fidelity, Rock and Roll, Oh Yeah, Burnin', Indo Silver Club, Alive, and Funk Ad. That's what the inside of it looks like. Opiate by Tool, released in 1992. Sweat was one of my favorites, and so was Opiate. Another 12-inch single I forgot about, As Long As I Can Last by Randy Hall. Paul Simon's Greatest Hits. Favorites of this one were Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard and 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. And Paul Simon was a member of the duo Simon and Garfunkel, along with Art Garfunkel. Frank Sinatra, Come Dance With Me. Saturday Night was one of the other tracks on this one. Strangers in the Night by Frank Sinatra. Hank Williams Sr.'s Greatest Hits. Why Don't You Love Me, Jambalaya, Hey Good Lookin'. Tie Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree by Johnny Carver. Business as Usual by Men at Work, released in 1982. Featured on this one was Who Can It Be Now? Down Under. Johnny Cash at San Quentin. Featured on this one was A Boy Named Sue and Folsom Prison Blues were a couple, and I Walk the Line. Music Machine. Featured hits were Keep It Comin', Love by Casey and the Sunshine Band. Dancing Queen by ABBA. Blinded by the Light by Manfred Mann's Earth Band. Car Wash by Rolls Royce. Many others. So that's it for the albums, and right here are the 45s. Got a good stack of them right here. Here's Everybody Wants You by Billy Squier. Tequila by The Champs. I Just Died in Your Arms by Cutting Crew. Word Up by Cameo. Heaven by Bryan Adams. Curie by Mr. Mister, which interestingly, this was a colored vinyl. This one is purple. Harden My Heart by Quarter Flash. She Blinded Me with Science by Thomas Dolby. She Blinded Me with Science. The Candyman by Sammy Davis Jr. Magic by Pilot. Every Time You Go Away by Paul Young. Convoy by C.W. McCall. Catch My Fall by Billy Idol. Jump by Van Halen. Run to You by Bryan Adams. Living Thing by ELO. When Time Stood Still by ELO. B-side is Hold On Tight. Let's Hear It for the Boy by Denise Williams. Heaven is a Place on Earth by Belinda Carlisle. And Belinda Carlisle was a member of the Go-Go's. Everybody Have Fun Tonight by Wang Chung. Morning Train, and also known as 9 to 5 by Sheena Easton. Sussudio by Phil Collins. Another Day in Paradise by Phil Collins. Put Your Mouth on Me by Eddie Murphy. Spies Like Us by Paul McCartney from the movie featuring Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase. Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard by Paul Simon. And Joy to the World by Three Dog Night. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching if you did, and I hope you enjoyed. So that's it. Thanks for watching. This is Chip Acid 007 signing out, and we'll see you later.